In that jurisdiction, telco X does not provide telecom services in that country. Okay, so will small a be left alone in another country without any telecom service? No, because there will be some kind of agreement between the telcos in nation B and the telcos in nation A that they expect someone like this situation will be using telecom service in this country. So well, we will talk more about this, but we'll just put it simply this way. How do I make it more simple? Okay. So there will be some kind of agreement between the telcos in nation A and telcos in nation B. Okay. So that the subscribers, the users of telco X or telco W will be able to use telecom services through the cooperation between telco Y, Z, and the telco X and W. But it's not just randomly choose. It's not sometimes. It is not the first time it travels to nation B, it can use the service from telco Y, and the next time maybe using telco Z. Not like this, because there telcos in nation A will indicate they have fixed like a cooperation partners in that country. Okay, take this for example. If nation B is let's don't think this is European Union yet. Okay. For example, nation B is Taiwan, and then nation A is, for example, Japan. So Japanese citizens, when he is using, when he is in Japan, he is using the telecom services provided by the Japanese telco, for example, NTT, or okay. So citizen A of Japan, he is using NTT services in Japan. But when he travels to Taiwan, in Taiwan, will always be perhaps Taiwan Mobile. Like this. Because NTT just have agreement with Taiwan Mobile like this. So you will not be using the CHT networks. Likewise, if citizen B from Japan, when he is in Japan, he's using the telecom service provided by SoftBank. And when he travels, citizen B travels in Taiwan, he will always indicate to another telco that SoftBank has agreement with. Okay. But because of many reasons, we'll talk about those reasons later. But because of many reasons, the charges that citizen A or citizen B that he has to pay when he's using services with his own handset abroad. He usually has to pay a lot more compared to when he's using the telecom services in his own country, and also compared to when he is using the telecom services in nation B. And for example, like when citizen A, when national A, when he travels to another country, the charge, I mean the money he has to pay for using the telecom service actually higher than when he just make, for example, international calls from Japan to Taiwan, or international call from Taiwan to Japan. And that is some issues that has not yet been solved in many jurisdictions. Okay, so when you travel abroad, it is more wise that you just use the local telecom services. Okay. Right? You look confused. Okay. It's more wise if, especially when you stay for a long time, it is more wise that you just use the local telecom service. For example, for this citizen A, when he stays in Taiwan for a long time, it's better for him or her to use the telecom services provided by local telecoms to call back to his family and friends in Japan. Because if he uses his own telecom services, he uses his own mobile phone, he took with him to call back to his family and friends. The cost is much higher. Okay. But the roaming fee has become, has been an issue for a long time and has not been solved. And but this is the situation like in Japan and in Taiwan. But if this is the situation in between two European Union member states, for example, between Italy and France, okay, who will not be happy about this? The Commission. Okay, because the European Union, they want to achieve like a single market, internal market. Okay, so if an EU citizen, if an EU member state citizen has to pay extra when he travels just to another EU member state, the feeling of like crossing borders becomes more stronger. It does not feel like one single market, the same internal market. That is why the European Commission wants to solve this issue compared to other jurisdictions. The European Commission wants to solve this issue more. Okay, so therefore there is a regulation on roaming on public mobile communication networks, which put a cap, the upper limit of roaming charges for those telcos in the European Union member states. Okay. That is to say, they can only charge within a limit of